Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Baba Is You, where I frequently forget the fundamental properties of the words. I did figure this out. Probably a lot of you saw the thing that I was doing wrong yesterday. So, first of all, I kind of forgot how weak works, I guess. I was thinking, we've had so many puzzles where the way X is weak was used was that we break object X by putting it on object Y while X is weak, that I kind of forgot that you could just break stuff with your face if it's weak. And that turns out to be the answer here. I don't need to use the star at all. The star is bad news. Maybe don't put the thing that is defeat between you and the goal, right? So the way... Let me think here. How do I... Okay, I wanted to push is down first. Yeah, this was how I did it. I was a little bit on the right track, at least, with this part. And then we just want to build moon is win down here using the is from star is push, because it no longer matters if star is push. And then I just use my big rocket ship face to get rid of that thing. So we need to get the word star out of the way, because that's inconvenient. And then it's go and retrieve the word win. I got no excuse. I'm embarrassed about it. I find that I am forgetful. You know, I don't know if I've mentioned that before. Probably once or twice. Hey, look at that. It's a winning solution, because it turns out you can just unweak stuff with your own body. Remember that you are, in fact, an object. Or at least you damn well better be. Oh hey, additional level. Okay, so this is going to be a modified version of the same puzzle, right? Heavy cloud. Uh-oh. There's an additional cloud. Okay, well... Is this... Boy, how do you do this one? Because obviously the text is fall thing is going to be more of a problem here. Because it's easy enough to set up the same dust is weak, but then you have some real problems with moon and win. How are we? We're just gonna have to use a very different solution, right? So okay, it's not that hard to pull the star, get the star to be push. Let's walk in here and retrieve this thing, and then. Oof, and then what? You could almost have like used if you assemble dust is weak vertically. That's I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's gonna be a tricky one. So how are we going to get moon is win now? We're going to have to use the is that we have over here. There's absolutely no way to get the is from star is push in between those. So... And we do need dust to be weak, like, basically the whole time. We need dust to be weak at 2 different times. Boy, this is a real complication, huh? If... Trying to think of a way that we could use the star. Like if we could get a word over onto the star when it was like basically anywhere in this column, we could use it to push stuff across, but the two space gap definitely makes that awkward. Because there's no way, even if we did form dust is weak vertically, which we absolutely can do. You would want to do... Oops, moon is dust. Hey, that's a thing you really have to not do, huh? Definitely don't make that error. So what you would want to do is, yeah, push these out in a different order. Hopefully that won't be an issue. Okay, so you make dust is weak like this. And then, sorry, star does need to be push. Unfortunately, there's no way to leave the star over here and then push words across to land on it without obviously dismantling this, because we're going to need to be able to get down past it. Yeah, I need two objects that are not fall in order for that solution to be doable. So I guess the actual answer is you got to figure out a way to make it work with these 5 words over here. Shenanigans will not get the job done. I mean, are we looking at it? Is it some version of, like, set things up vertically? I mean, obviously this is a problem because moon needs to be on the left here. But if we pushed wind down into this corner... No, that's not gonna help because you're gonna disassemble everything. Yeah, there's not enough space to maneuver down here. The way it's set up right now... Okay, hold on. We could do, like... Dust is weak like this to allow us to initially retrieve the star. And that doesn't commit the words quite as much. And then is there a way that we can... from here... So we really are going to need Dust is Weak and Moon is Wind to be true simultaneously, right? We're not going to be able to break stuff and then come back up. And with the text being float, so it can't interact with the dust. Unless now we are supposed to do the thing I was thinking before, where we're supposed to shove the star through onto the dust using words. Could we do that and still be able to come back up? Let's see if we have enough room. My suspicion is that this is not going to work. Mostly because it's a thing I tried on a previous iteration of the puzzle and it didn't work there, and that, I don't know, that's got me leery, I suppose. Yeah, this isn't going to work because we can't push the words down in the right order. Is there a way? No. There's no way to set these up, like, vertically such that I could knock them over in an appropriate order. We're not going to be able to retrieve the star. The star would have to be to the right of the words in order for that to work. And we can't retrieve the star without making stars push first. So it turns out the solution that wouldn't work on the previous puzzle also doesn't work here for, perhaps unpredictably, exactly the same reasons. Who could have guessed? Interesting. Well, I don't want to get held up here too much because I did figure some other stuff out, and so I think we should maintain momentum a little bit. But hey, 10 puzzles done in this area, or maybe actually 11. Because I realized this puzzle still exists. And we absolutely know how to do this. This is one of the very, very few puzzles in the game where the issue has not been the concept of the solution, but which we got right away, but rather the execution of the solution, which I figured would just be kind of a little bit of a tedious bummer to work out. I just went ahead and did it. I worked it out. So the way I did it when I was playing with it a couple of minutes ago is I made the text into a block like this. And I found that gave me a lot more control. Okay, so we are attempting to use the weight of emptiness to move the rocket ship up into here, push the flag is win up there, and then you just hold left and the emptiness makes the thing happen. Let's see if I can reproduce it. I do not remember 100% what I did, if I'm being honest. Okay, so I did this thing so that I could get the words significantly to the left of the rocket. And then you have to press up once. Okay, there we go. Because there has to be an empty space left of the rocket. Nope, this is bad. Here, hold on, let me... I don't think it matters if the Baba is... Oh, actually, I have to correct anyway. Alright, so we want the text to be, like, way left of the rocket, but I can't press right any further, it'll break everything. Actually, it has to be right here, huh? Okay. Is this good enough? This is good enough. This is what I did. There you go. So you can press up a couple of times, then Alright, left, left, and that's set, and then we have to actually get the Baba shoved through here before we undo the text, which is simple enough. We just go to right there. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, the Baba doesn't move right anymore because there's not emptiness to the right of him anymore, so we just gotta be a little cautious about how we do this, because it's pretty important he be on the correct side of that thing. So I think what we want to do is that, and then when we press the text up against this barrier, Baba is you. There we go. I figured that out. I should have actually just put in the 4 minutes of work it was gonna take to get that solution a long time ago. But there we go. We got it. Alright, now back to meta, where I did, I think, figure out how to access 11. It turns out we were basically on it. Yeah, you come here and take me back to meta. I just went ahead and played out the solution that I had been talking out last time, and it turns out it was fine. So first of all, we're going to start with getting Baba over here. Oh wait, sorry, I want to put the cursor there. I want to get the cursor and Baba together. Okay. So I was right on with that cursor as flag thing. Push the flag into this door. Then we get this other flag. And I think where my thought process stopped last time is, well, why do I even need another flag? But the answer is, because you need a cursor to enter level 11. So you flag his cursor, or you cursor his flag to get a way to open this door, and then you flag his cursor so that you can actually use the fact that you've opened the door. So the way we actually execute on this is we open both of these. Because you have to, hold on, I gotta space these Babas out a little bit. There we go. Oh no, I did the thing again. It's really important that you not get the cursor locked on level 9. That's it's pretty vital, actually. There we go. And then I don't know if this is the right way to do this, but I do know that it works. Just sacrifice some of the Babas to the water god to get yourself room to pull the word flag out. I don't know for sure if it is necessary to do that. It might be the case that the thing we did last time, where we made cursor is flag over the water, might work. You do have to be able to retrieve the word flag, though. This whole thing is so clumsy that it feels to me like it almost can't be the right answer, and that's why I'm still trying to talk through what might be the right answer, because you have to do this, and then you have to walk the word flag all the way back over there so you can make flag is push and open again. And I mean, they give you the structures necessary to do this. It would be really easy to have built the walls in such a way that this was not even possible. How do I... okay, hold on. Let's just move some stuff out of the way, because this is going to be a little awkward. You go over here, because we need a bunch of space to make this work. Okay. This feels like I have to be inserting some extra steps into it. So we do flag is push and open, we use the flag to open this door, and then we have to go back and get the word flag so we could do cursor is flag, or flag is cursor, rather. One thing you cannot say about this solution is that it does not work, though. This will get us where we are going. I did not actually enter the level. Maybe I should have to do a little bit of pre-thought. If I immediately get stuck on it, I guess we'll be sad. Also, we have Ghost now, so we could do cursor is Ghost and try to... I don't know. It feels like we should beat level 11 before we go performing any other shenanigans. So let's have a look. You know, some simple acrobatics. Kiki is hot. Is the fire hot? No, the fire is defeat. Similar, but slightly different. Ice is melt and defeat. This doesn't look all that difficult. Am I not perceiving something? Text near Kiki is not fall. Text near Baba is not fall. But otherwise, text is fall. That's the something that I'm missing. Out of curiosity, how does that work? Will text fall clean through? Yes, it will. Okay. So it's okay to, like, do this. We just have to keep it near one of us. Okay. I was going to say, this seems 100% trivial, but there's the twist, is the falling thing. Okay, so we just got to make Kiki as push the Kiki onto the ice, then remake Kiki as hot, right? What is going to be the right way to do that? Yeah, see, like, that's an issue. It's okay for it to be fall as long as it's above words. Yeah. So actually we want to do like... Nope, that doesn't work. We need to push this over a space? Because that's not going to be helpful. Huh. Because I'm pretty sure we want Kiki as push to be horizontal. I think this is going to be a real pain if Kiki as push is not horizontal. Okay, but I might want to move some stuff up first. Just trying to think of how we're going to make this actually function. Because now we can push the whole phrase this way. Yeah, we could do like a real careful walk here. This is where it becomes an issue. With Kiki having collision, we can't afford to lose any of the qualities. We can't afford to lose a single word here. We do have to be quite careful. This is a cool design. Man, this game is alright. Alright, let me think about this here, actually. How do we need this to look? I was thinking we would want Kiki as push to be horizontal because I'd want to just push it along with Kiki, but that solution has Baba here and Kiki there, and the word is falling to its doom. So maybe, in fact, Kiki as push needs to be vertical. Because I'm just thinking, when we push the Kiki up onto here, we're going to have to do a vertical move, so we're going to go like from Baba there, Kiki there, to Baba there, Kiki there. And all of the words have to not fall. I guess we can lose the word push when that happens, and it wouldn't be a big deal. But I think we wanna... Here, I can just do this for right now. We'll come around and we'll grab Kiki as push, or we'll grab the word push, rather, to make Kiki as push. And then I can do this... When I move down, the word Kiki is going to fall, but it's fine. Yeah, I mean, this works. It's very clumsy, but it works. We're going to have to do something with the word hot in a second here, and I don't exactly know what that is. Definitely can't afford to just push it through. I guess my plan could be to push a lot of the text just through. As long as the word push is supported, I guess I can just walk around the bottom here. And then that's okay. Kiki supports these. Yeah, shoving some of these words through up into here. Oh, the ice is defeat. That's why that doesn't work. Never mind. I was going to just shove some words up there where they had stuff to sit on. So how do we separate Kiki and hot safely here? It's like this, except the word hot is below the Kiki. That works, right? I think that should work the same way. I'm a little surprised to see that this level doesn't have the word level on it. Oh, hold on, that's not how you do that. But if it draws a path that allows us to access level 12, that's fine. You know, that's all we really need. So here's where we start to run into trouble. I don't just want to push the word hot up to shove the Kiki up. Well, no, actually, maybe that's fine. No, but now I can't separate the words Kiki and hot. Alright, for the moment, Kiki will keep everything safe. We can try to reconfigure this. Like, what if I do something like this? I'm just thinking, if we make it the case that Kiki is push is then a horizontal platform below the Kiki, we can do the same thing we were just doing with the little crawling advancement, but just rotated by 90 degrees. We can use Kiki as the anchor for all of it. Oh, right, the problem with that is that rotated by 90 degrees is actually real bad. Gravity doesn't rotate by 90 degrees very cleanly. Shoot. No, it's okay, right? Because if I do this, then I can just push the Kiki upward. No, that's not good. Because when we're going to get the word is stuck on the ice. And even if we reconfigure this such that we end up with like Kiki is... If we end up with Kiki is push vertically and then end it by shoving the word push off and leaving the hot. Well, no, I guess that would be fine. I was going to say I can't actually push the words through here and then still have space to get through because that's only 3 spaces. But actually, we wouldn't quite have to, would we? Let me just... Sorry, I know I'm not being very, very clear verbally right now, and I apologize for that. Okay, so we do like Kiki is push. Maybe we even want to try to do this... No, this is fine. This is fine. Don't panic. Your plan is solid. Just do it the way you saw it in your head moments ago. So make Kiki's push like this, then the words will push Kiki up to here. We do that. And then we just do this. We only push 2 words up. That gives us enough room to walk through. Okay. That's a really cool puzzle. The puzzles in this game are pretty cool. Okay, that opened up 14. Did not give us access to 12, which I do find a little strange. I guess let's go have a look at 14. We are here lost in the meta tangle. Okay, this has the word level. So here we can make level is flag, level is water, potentially. Probably not, actually, given the way these things work out. Or level is Baba. Yeah, level is Baba and level is flag, realistically, are the 2 things we could do here. So what do we need? Obviously, level is Baba would give us the ability to push the flag out through the door there, and would give us a lot of freedom. That's probably it. The correct solution to this is make level is Baba. And yet, level is flag doesn't do anything, because the flag would be in the corner and it would not be pushable. So, okay. Let's try to win the level and then make level is Baba. Alright, step 1 achieved. If only they could all be so simple. I am kind of curious about this. I guess if level 15 allows you to make a Baba, then level 14 being a flag is totally reasonable. And it looks like it probably doesn't. It could be level is rock. It could be... Maybe it could be level is flag. But rock doesn't have any rules out here, right? And the level being a flag in the position it's in would not be useful. If we could make this a Baba, then we could get out to this level that's pretending to be a flower, which I'm very curious about. But that's not going to be possible, right? Yeah, wall is stop. And the word Baba is 1000% in the corner, so... Oh, wait, level is level... in the corner there. How does that work? Does that prevent me from... If I do a level is X definition in here, does this prevent that from applying to the level that's a layer up on the meta? We will need to find out. So level is push is not helpful, right? It just lets me move... maybe it doesn't let me move anything at all. Huh. Okay. What is the meaning of rock near level? That's a thing I feel like we should experiment with. Is rock near level is push equivalent to rock is push? That would be my assumption. Yeah, it looks like basically it is. So we need to do a rock is flag? Or there's no way to do level is win. Yeah, well, there's no way to do rock is flag, though, is there? Wait, what are we supposed to do here? No, never mind. We could push rock. Yeah, we can move words up there. We don't have an is, though, that we can actually use for anything. This just makes all of the objects in the level push, right? It does not. Okay. Rock, what am I doing? Why don't we just do rock as push? Why don't I just make life easy on myself here? Is there a way that we could retrieve? Huh. Is there a way that we could retrieve this is? I guess the problem with rock is push is that it's not undoable, whereas rock near level is push is undoable. Because of the presence of this rock is a complicating issue. Yeah, we can do that, and then we can do this. And then, like, potentially push the word rock up here. But if we can't get a hold of that is, becomes a little bit of an issue. How do we... How do we do anything here, actually? It really doesn't seem like we have a huge number of options. I thought I remembered level is push... Was it that you can push the... Okay, yeah, it's you can push the outside boundaries part of the level. That's not that helpful. I don't think that does what we want it to do. Does rock near level is push... Or level near rock is push... do anything? What is this? Just out of curiosity, because apparently I need to be 100% of the time retrying all of the properties of things, otherwise I forget. Okay. So we could maybe figure out... I'm thinking, like, with the way this is positioned here, you could potentially push a word above it. Obviously we can't because of the defeat rocks. But you could, like, push a word above it, and then once rock is no longer pushed, like, you break rock is push, and you put another thing there, and you could assemble a phrase vertically. Aside from that, we don't have access to any ises, which seems like a big issue. Because if we could make, you know, rock is flag is win, then the puzzle gets pretty damn easy to win. But there's no text is pull. Maybe there's something about... Maybe there's something about level is push that I don't understand? We could retrieve the is if we could get above it, I suppose. But we can't. Because I can't move through here when they're not push, and I can't move them out of the way when they are push. Hold on. Maybe level near rock is push. Let me try something. Does this make entities in the level push when they are near rock? Perhaps? No. I was thinking if that was the case, you know, we could just, like, shove a bit of wall out of the way and that would make our lives a lot easier. Well... Yeah, the construction level near thing, seems like it maybe doesn't have any implications at all. It feels really weird. So... if we were to do, like... I mean, rock is push does not give us any ability to push things. Or to push the things that matter, rather. So one of the benefits of this is that you do have the ability to access then... Yeah, like we can no longer push the word level down, but we can do this, and then we can push the word level down in case we wanted some of the words back. I don't know why we would, though. So if we push this rock up to make rock is defeat no longer true, that makes the is completely unrecoverable. Feels like not the thing that you want. But if we don't, then what the hell am I supposed to do? Okay, if we push this up any further, it's certainly not going to help things. Except that it would allow me to access this area, like I could run through here now. But it would mean that is completely trapped. I mean, it's already completely trapped. So what do we do with the fact that we can access this area? We do have the ability to push words up here. I guess, is this a thing of like... I wonder if we could figure out a way to retrieve level. If we did level near flag is win, I wonder if that would just win us the thing. It totally might, right? Because level near X seems to always be true. So how would you construct this in such a way that you would be able to retrieve the word level after doing rock is... I guess maybe we can just do rock is push? No, it's after we move this, we need to be able to walk through this area. So you definitely don't want to just do rock is push, which is unrecoverable. But rock near level is push sure doesn't make it easy to retrieve the word level. And just to be, I'm pretty sure that we actually did this exact thing already, but let me just double check. Rock near level is push does not make this rock push, right? Okay. So, you know, just 1000% certainty. The thing about thinking you know stuff is that once you think you know a thing, you don't test anymore. And then it, you know, when it inevitably turns out that you did not, in fact, know the thing, it becomes a real problem. Alright, so I'm just going to shove this way out of the way. Is there a way... Oh, duh. Once you've done that, rock's no longer... Yep. Once you've done that, rock is no longer defeat. At some point... I don't know, the part where you're rewriting the rules of the puzzle became weirdly unintuitive to me again for some reason. I thought I had figured it out. Does this just work? No, this does not work. The level is not near flag. Maybe the level is near flag if there's a flag anywhere on the level. That's why level is rock. Level near rock is push, allows you to push on the borders of the level that aren't even near the thing. So then how would we make there be a flag? I mean, if we can make there be a flag, the puzzle's already solved. We have managed to get some words into some places, and there's definitely value in that, obviously. But it feels pretty bad to not have any idea what, like... I'm not able to do the work backwards from the ending part, because I can't figure out where the hell the ending is. Okay, so now that we've done this, we have all of our words back. We still can't retrieve that is, though. That is would be so helpful. Rock near defeat. Probably doesn't accomplish a lot. Rock near flag is win is not going to do anything. Which is the only other thing we can build. It really feels like we're supposed to be figuring out a way to get this is back. And then does this level, despite the fact that this level contains the word level, it seems like this one almost can't have any effect on the outside world, right? But I suppose having it open means that if you did ever get control of an object that was outside of the world barriers, you could at least run over here to grab... Well, no, you couldn't, because the only way to move the cursor outside from here is down. You would necessarily move whatever you're trying to move it onto out of the way. So yeah, completing this level almost has to draw a path that is meaningful when it is completed. This level's called The Box. That's weird. That's a pretty weird thing. Out of curiosity, here's something we haven't really played with before. If level is push... Okay. I was kind of curious if it was the case maybe that like once a rule was off screen it stopped being true. I don't think that would be a thing we could actually make use of here. But it turns out no. The answer is no. So actually I guess we know that already, because if that were the case, then there are a couple of levels that we've had to do some pretty extreme pushing on before that would have broken. So what is the thing that we are supposed to be doing up here in the top left? There's no universe where we can interfere with wall is stop. So we can't retrieve the is by going outside of the puzzle. Yeah, we can't get any of those words back. So it sure looks like all we actually have here is rock near level flag is win up in the top part of the puzzle. That seems to be the case. But that sure doesn't solution is the issue with that. I could really use that is, man. So the level's not near flag. Hold on a moment. Just out of curiosity, if level 14 were a flag, would that make that level near a flag? Is that a thing I can do? The way the words are arranged here is a little awkward. So text is float. The lava's hot, but I'm not melt. So I can just, I guess, go grab this. That's misleading. They're trying to trick you on that one. How would I make level is anything? Obviously, level is melt. Because there's an object on the level that's hot, I assume this immediately destroys the level? Yeah, okay. If we were to make it so that the lava was no longer hot, I wonder if that would stop that from being the case. But how are you supposed to interfere with what the level is? The way the text is aligned here is incredibly frustrating. Can't move like anything. Okay, if you make... What could we do? We could do lava is float, that doesn't help. We could do lava is push, that's not going to help. We cannot redefine the lava into anything else, because we have a lava is lava. We could flag is level. Doesn't seem all that useful. We can make something water. We do have access to is water. But making the flag water doesn't seem all that good. I mean, I guess we can push the flag into the water that we already have and retrieve the word Baba. That's something. But we can't make anything else you, so it's not a good idea to, like, Baba is water, obviously. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. Is that not... Oh, the water's not actually sink right now. That's a problem. I saw the word water near the word sink, and I was just like, oh, I know how this works. Yeah, this is cunningly constructed. How do we affect this weird block of text over here? I mean, I'm making a big assumption that there's nothing going on in the lava, But, like, yeah, if there were words, they would be over top of the lava. I was just thinking, like, because of the fact that we have the ability to make lava is push, maybe it would do something. Oh, okay, what if we do have an and to play with. What if we did, like... We have the ability to place an and right here. And then do, like, level is melt and something. Is there a thing we could do that would prevent it from... the level from immediately exploding? There isn't, right? There's no quality here that makes hot... or it makes melt not happen. Oh, we can use the and to build lava is something and melt. What do I think we don't need? Win. We don't need win. We are certainly not going to need to win. It's funny how win became a garbage word. Happens so gradually I barely even noticed. Alright, this will undo the lava, and then once there is no lava on the level, I assume it will no longer be the case that level is melt kills us. Awesome. Okay. New problems. Haven't left myself a lot of ises. Not really that easy to okay. We're gonna back it up a second here. We're gonna put the flag on the water before I do this. There we go. Now, when we do this, it destroys the water. We get the word Baba back, and then we do fucking I don't even know what. It's not really left myself a good way to level is Baba. You sort of want that and, right? Level is melt and Baba. I think we're on the right track. I'm at least seeing options. How would we maintain the ability to build level is thing and Baba? It's like we can't really... We do not have the option of not spending the and, right? Is there another way to do this? I don't see one. And if we do this, it's already too late. The word and is lost when we do this. And there's no way to do it. Yeah, there's no way to do it without spending the and. We could do lava and something is melt, but that would just put the word and here in a different unretrievable place. When we shove this over, we create an empty space below, but there's not actually a way to take advantage of that, is there? I don't think so. And we do need... I guess we don't need the word water to be sink. Not really, not necessarily, not technically. It might end up being the case that there's no way to do this without water being sink, but in theory, if Baba was float, we could avoid needing that. Is there a way to do that? The way the word Baba is placed there means no, not really. What if we can't make the level anything other than melt? We can't make the water anything other than melt. If I make the word... we could make the water float, I guess, if we did water is sink and float. But if we did that, it would mean that the water would interfere with the text passing through it. So that would let Baba through, but it wouldn't let me come back with the word Baba. flag is level is like... Or lava is level, rather. It doesn't work, right? There's lava is lava. Lava is flag, rather. There's so many words on the screen, and I just can't figure out which ones I mean to say. Water is sink and push would let me retrieve the Baba without... Yeah, it doesn't really fix anything, though. Because the core issue with that one is still that I have to get the word, and we have to do the lava is something and melt, and then I still have to have the word and. If I could get the word and free after doing that, I wouldn't need to do it. We do probably have the word float for a reason. Either for reasons of, do you think that it's as simple as lava is float? It's like, what if the level doesn't operate on the float layer? What if the level is considered to be grounded? Oh my god, it actually is the case. The lava's not touching the level. It's in a different... On the Z layer, it's on a different height. That's very dumb. Baba is you. Go to jail. What have you done here? Alright, so then... we still want to have done the flag push, and... That's very silly. I don't know why that bothers, like, none of the other wild logic-breaking stuff we've seen has had this effect on me. But that one, that feels illegitimate to me in some way that I can't quite define. You know, because the level's the ground when you really think about it. I don't know. It's very funny to me. Alright. Lava apparently is float. We were guided there by the fact that we had so little else that we could do. So I guess in that sense, it's an effective tutorialization. Alright, level is melt and also Baba. Why did I do that thing? What was I thinking? You can sometimes hear me do the verbal version of the thing I just did there, where I just jump to the end part of the sentence without actually having vocalized all the parts in the middle. Okay, so now we have another Baba. We have the ability to do this thing. Oops, I disassembled the words. There we go. So now we can retrieve the word ghost. That's significant, obviously. But what do we do with it? Cursor is ghost. And then later ghost is cursor. The ghost has no traits aside from being you. Although we can make the ghost open if we want to. Oh, okay. I have a thought. If the cursor can be turned into an object that has the ability to move around on its own and then back into a cursor, there is, in fact, a thing we can do with that. So I need to go... Cursor is... I need to do cursor as ghost while the cursor here. Let me get this Baba... How do I do this? I need the cursor to be in here when it transforms. Because we could just walk the cursor over to this space as a ghost and then turn it back into a cursor, right? But how am I going to do that? I guess, sorry, I'm being silly. I don't need to put the cursor on this Baba, I just need the cursor to be right here when the transformation happens. So we want to do a left move to finish the job. So that'll be like left, up, 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 right. Nope. There we go. Okay. Now, I have to be a little careful about how I move around here. It's okay if we put the word is over there. And then the ghost goes this way. And now we have to complete the word cursor is ghost. Okay. No, ghost is cursor, first of all. Secondly, I was not at all in position. Again, as I've mentioned once or twice, I think, I sometimes have trouble with the parts where I control more than one body. Okay, I think this is gonna work. No, the ghost moves first. So I need to resync these. There we go. And then we have to do this. We have to reverse it again. This feels a little silly. Okay, so the cursor moves after the bodies move, which is a little weird. Okay. Is this gonna work? Am I gonna be allowed to do this? So my thought is, if we make the ghost a cursor again when it's standing right there, then we might be able to move on to 12, but I don't actually know if that's true, because we'll just be sitting kind of on an open space. I guess we're gonna find out. What am I doing? What am I doing? Bad. He did it bad. The ghost moves at the same time as the Babas, but the cursor moves later. It's a little... Alright. How do I... It's gotta be like this is how. Okay, so now I need to move down one. Interesting. The cursor moves... Right. The bodies move, and then the cursor moves. So it held on to the fact that I had pressed right, and it moved the bodies to the right, the ghost transformed, and then it moved the cursor to the right. Well, the return of Scenic Pond. Does anyone remember a level called Scenic Pond? I do not. Oh! Wait, why do this? Why is this level a previous level? I mean, even if it's not exactly, even if it's got some kind of devious change or something, right? Why? From a developer making a thing to baffle you perspective, this is quite effective. But why make it? Okay, what did we do to beat this? We went text has Baba. And then we burned the Kiki. We burned the word Kiki. Not that I wouldn't burn a Kiki to solve a puzzle. We've done it dozens of times. Skull has wall. Skull is sink. But it's fine. Wait, how do we deal with that? We can make something float. Hold on a second. We can make something float. So if we made a Baba float, we'd be able to float over the sink. We'd be able to float over the water and the skulls. We'd be able to avoid like a big part of the whole deal. So it's like text has... Okay, so... It's like Kiki has... text has Baba. Then you come down there and smash the... Well, you're not going to be able to though, right? I was going to say we push the word Kiki into this, but because of the way the wall and fence are built here, we're going to have to use a living Baba for that, actually. So this thing, we do the classic Baba has text now. That's not how I want to do that. Actually, let's separate you guys slightly more. Alright, this thing, we walk one of the Babas into the water here to make Baba is float. I'm not going to be able to break Baba is float. So the flag being win isn't actually that helpful. I mean, we may as well do it now that I've come up here. It's not like it hurts. But what's the way that we would fix this? We could... This is not exactly the previous either of the previous versions of this level, right? How do we interact with that? Maybe the trick here is that you're supposed to not be lured. Can we just do the Baba Has Baba solution again? Does that still works, right? And I would think that Skull is Sync. Let's try it. Let's just try the version we had to use on the special version of this level. Or the solution, rather. So we want to dig out... we do Baba Has... we do Baba Has Text. We break this. Text has Baba. Because the Baba Has Baba solution should make us like trivially immune to any method of stopping us, right? Wait, do this thing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't know why I'm still so clumsy at this. You'd think at some point. Alright, you just get like way out of the way. Alright, Baba has text and runs into the water up here. I do wish that this was a little bit less tedious to implement. There's probably a less clumsy way to do it. Alright, I mean, this doesn't need to be. Okay, so now we have the word Baba in a position where we can actually pull it down. Baba has Baba, and that is victory, right? So I can just run through the skull at this point. Oh, no, because, right, the float. The reason I wanted to have a second Baba was so that I could, yeah. I totally forgot about Skull Has Wall, just, like, slid completely out of my brain. It is, like, it's weird, though, right? I don't know what word I want to use to describe this. I'm going to say narrative, and I don't exactly mean narrative, but hopefully that'll give you an idea, at least, of what I'm talking about. From a narrative perspective, it seems weird for this puzzle to be here, right? It's like having a character near the end of your novel, at least, God, I hope near the end, because I don't know how much more difficult I could handle. But having a character near the end of your novel walk into a room, and it's a room from earlier in the novel, like, it's just... It feels significant in a really weird way, and I don't know why it's like this, except maybe for the purpose of making me feel that it's weird. So, okay, if we make Baba is float... We cannot afford to do text is you, because text is defeat. If we do the thing where we make Baba float, and we make flag is win, how do we... There's no way to break any of the words, so we can't break the Baba is float rule. But we also cannot make the text... Or we also cannot make the flag float in any way. So... It does feel like Baba is float kills you. Text is float doesn't accomplish anything, right? I think. Also, I guess text is float isn't actually even doable. Well, no, that's not exactly true. I could just... No, text is float is not doable. The only way to get an object down into here is to be that object. So really, Baba is the only thing we can make float, isn't it? So how would we deal with that? I am probably missing something, because it's looking increasingly... It's looking increasingly like Baba is float. Baba's the only thing that could be float, so maybe the float thing is totally a red herring? In my defense on the red herrings, it's not like the game doesn't use them. I feel like we get a mixture of puzzles where every object is absolutely useful and you can only find the solution by thinking of every object as definitely part of the solution. Like, you have to approach it from an angle of, well, what is that piece for? Why is that piece there? How do I use it? We get an even split of those and the puzzles that have red herrings, like the dust is weak moon, I'm sorry, not that one. There was a puzzle that we did recently that had a red herring in it. I can't remember what it was now. Shoot. But there are puzzles where we have red herrings, and it feels like they're just frequent enough that I keep thinking everything could be a red herring. I forgot to do part of the puzzle. Text, Baba text. What if Baba text? Then who was phone? Alright, so Baba has text, you make this thing happen, Baba is float. Baba can trivially make flag is win, but then Baba is trapped forever in a hell of his own creation. And that seems bad. What if the purpose of Baba is float is something else? We cannot destroy another object. We can't do a text has Baba into the water because we don't have any loose text to push around. I'm kind of wondering if maybe like the point of the floating is to let us bring another word up here somehow. But no, I don't see how that would be the case. And even if we could push another word, like we'd have to clear the skull first. And float does not let us pass over walls, sadly. Float does not let us pass over things that are stop. I mean, it does let me do this, right? Push this up to here and then make, like, that in theory gives us room to do flag is X, but unfortunately there's no way to get words up here. Yeah, I don't... A third version of this puzzle to get stuck on. I'm just overjoyed. I do feel like, though, that we're really close to breaking this world open. I mean, we damn well better be. We've seen 15 levels in it, right? And I feel like we're getting through them too. We're not doing a horrible job here. God, getting over to this level was a real pain. I mean, we're in the part of the level that has the is win. That feels significant. I still don't know exactly how we're gonna... I guess we're gonna turn World 13 into a word and then push it up there somehow? But a cursor is ghost, is how. That's not even complicated. Yeah, so it's just a matter of beating 12 to open 13, probably. Alright. Well, that sure does make this seem important. No pressure or anything. Okay, what if the purpose of the text down there is to generate an additional object? Text has Baba, and then we just push the phrase is float upward, destroying the is and getting me another Baba. That's totally it, isn't it? That's totally the tricky thing they're doing. I bet. I sure hope. In which case, float, red herring. Right, so how would we make use of that? We would have one Baba go past the skull to do the flag thing, and we would have another Baba still down here to touch the flag. trying to figure out if there's a reason, if there's a particular order we have to do this in. I mean, we can do this thing, get ourselves a Baba, and then we need to... It needs to be a word, right? Because if I smash Baba into this, I'm going to create text in a band. Well, actually, no. Not necessarily. I could just do this. It's like having a second Baba is actually all we need, right? Oh, no, I still have to... Right, the skull is still sync. I still have to actually sacrifice an object to the skull. To the powerful and deadly skull. So we do Baba has text. Then we do text has Baba. And I guess I could have waited to spawn the additional Baba. Oh, no, don't put them in the same space. I think that probably matters. I'm not actually sure. Hold on. You get to live in the fence. This is not a free-range Baba. Okay, so now when we do Baba has text, we create a word right there. We push it into the skull. No, sorry, we have to do the Baba has Baba thing. Yeah. It was Baba has Baba was the way that I got a Baba on the other side of the skull. So we have to do all of the tricks at the same time, and I have to be smarter. So we're gonna not spawn the other. We're gonna not spawn the fake float Baba yet. Sorry if this is a real bummer watching me screw this up and then have to do it over and over again. I suppose though, anybody who is annoyed by that probably stopped watching the series quite some time ago. Alright, so Baba has text. By the way, I do really appreciate everybody who has stuck with me through all of this. I've been having a phenomenal time. I knew this game was cool way back when, but obviously I never got anywhere near discovering the meta maps, and I did not realize what this thing was, and if I hadn't played it again for the channel, I think there's a really good chance I wouldn't have stuck with it enough to, not that I would have gotten frustrated and given up consciously, but I would have done the thing I did the first time I played it, where I got to a part where I was really stuck, and I said, okay, I can't figure out what to do, but it's fine, I'll just come back later, and then I never would have come back later. Because I do that, because I'm spacey. Okay. Sorry, and this is the moment where we do this spawn, right? I guess it doesn't really matter. We can do it at almost any time. We could do it later. Alright, so let me do one final Baba has text. This creates the Baba. And I'm actually pretty glad that I worked out the, I'm actually pretty glad that I worked out this solution to the second version of this puzzle. No, that's not how you do that. There we go. No, wait, what did I... How did I make flag is wind happen? Oh, that was when I did Baba is float, right. Well, that... My brain. Everybody. My brain. What happened to it? Is there a way to... If Baba has text... No. If Baba is float, we can just move past the skull, but we can't ever unfloat Baba. Yes, I had just completely forgotten about the fact that if the skull becomes wall, then you can't push the flag down, or you can't push the word flag into the right position. You can still push the word flag up, but that doesn't do anything. Text is win would not be helpful. I mean, is there... At this point, we have a lot of entities. Do we have the ability to push the word Baba through to the thing? No, because the first word we push into the skull is going to break the skull. Is gonna put a wall up here. So it's not like before when we could just push things through the skull. So we can't push the word Baba over to Iswin. Man, I really thought I had it there because I had thought 95% of the puzzle the way through and hadn't thought about the part where I had to actually like push the flag into the thing. If we could make text is float, which we can't, right? Then... If we have the ability to... Hold on a second. I'm going to back it up a little bit. If we sacrificed another Baba... If we managed our sacrifices a little bit differently here, I'm wondering if we could make it so Baba has text and Baba has Baba. Would that... No, that lets us generate a ton of objects. But the ton of objects thing doesn't help because the skull is going to become a wall. As long as this skull is a thing with no collision, it doesn't matter if it kills us. But it totally does matter if it becomes a wall. We can't just shove things through it. So having a lot of objects would not help us. So maybe the float is meaningful, I just have to figure out a different way of interacting with it. But how? It is the case that only Baba can be float, right? Because of the way we have to destroy the water. I think that's true. I think the only two things that can go into that water are a Baba, in which case we have Baba has text, produces the word Baba there to make the phrase Baba is float, or the is, when we push the phrase is float upward from the bottom to produce a Baba. Damn you, skull. If there was some way for us to keep a Baba on the skull while we rearranged the word flag... No, there's not. Boy, okay. I do not have it. I legitimately, 100% in every way, do not have this. But I will. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I've spent enough time on enough versions of this puzzle. We are not going to let this one stop us. When you come back next time, tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will have some idea what the hell to do here. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the suspense of what's going to happen if we beat this is killing me. And we'll see you then.